Welcome to Trivia Clips, ready to dive into the raw power of Nirvana, the band that redefined the 90s. With grunge spirit, unforgettable riffs, and deep lyrics, they changed music forever. Let's test your Nirvana knowledge. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? First, Nirvana was formed in Seattle, Washington. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. False. Nirvana was actually formed in Aberdeen, Washington, though they were part of the Seattle grunge scene. Their sound and attitude helped define the city's identity. Seattle later became the face of grunge, but Nirvana's roots are a bit further southwest. 2. Kurt Cobain was the only original member. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. Cobain founded the band and remained its core. He worked with several drummers before Dave Grohl. Bassist Chris Novoselic joined early on. But Kurt was the band's heart, soul, and vision. Nirvana wouldn't exist without him. 3. Smells Like Teen Spirit was their first single ever. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer, false. Their first single was Love Buzz, a shocking blue cover. It came out in 1988 on Sub Pop Records. Smells Like Teen Spirit came later in 1991. That song launched them into superstardom, but it wasn't their debut. 4. Dave Grohl joined Nirvana in 1990. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. Grohl joined just before Nevermind was recorded. His drumming gave the band a new punch. He had played in other bands before. His chemistry with Cobain was instant. It was the lineup that made history. 5. Nirvana only released 3 studio albums. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. Their discography includes Bleach, Nevermind, and In Utero. Each album showed a different side of the band. Despite their short time, their impact was massive. They also released live and compilation albums, but studio albums, just 3. 6. In Utero was produced by Rick Rubin. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer, false. It was produced by Steve Albini, not Rick Rubin. Albini captured a raw, abrasive sound. The band wanted something less commercial than Nevermind. In Utero was darker and more emotional, and critics loved its honesty. 7. Kurt Cobain married Courtney Love in 1992. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. They married in Hawaii that year. Courtney was pregnant with their daughter, Frances. Their relationship was intense and often chaotic. Love was front woman of Hole. They became a tragic rock couple. 8. Nirvana's MTV Unplugged set featured only their own songs. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer, false. They played several covers during the performance, songs by David Bowie, Lead Belly, and the Meat Puppets. Their version of Bowie's "The Man Who Sold the World" stood out. The stripped-down style showed a different side. It became a legendary performance. 9. Come As You Are was accused of plagiarism. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. People noticed it resembled 80s by Killing Joke. The bands nearly had legal issues, but they never went to court. Nirvana still released the song as a single. It remains one of their most iconic tracks. 10. Kurt Cobain's guitar from MTV Unplugged sold for over $6 million. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer, true. His Martin D18E was auctioned in 2020. It broke the record for most expensive guitar ever sold. It symbolized his vulnerability and genius. Fans saw it as a sacred piece. The legacy lives on in every chord.